course, you can use your electric mandrel spinner to do more than just make glass beads. I use it to make cane. I make twisted cane, variegated cane, and cane that is micro-thin encased. Now the micro-thin encased cane is great for colors that devitrify, that don't take the heat as well as some of the other colors and tend to, let's say, give a less than desirable result sometimes. Well, if it's encased in a nice thin layer of clear, thin enough not to change the look, but thick enough to insulate that glass, to keep it from devitrifying. Well, I'm going to show you how to do that. Making a twisted cane with the electric mandrel spinner is wonderful. You work on the end of a mandrel. It can be dipped or not. It all depends on how aggressively you want to torque that spin. I work on the very, very end. It gives a nice base for keeping the glass in control. It doesn't flop around on you. I'm going to build up a core. And then I'm going to apply my pattern. Now there's so many different patterns you could possibly make. I'm not going to go into any of that right now. I'm just going to show you the basic technique. Alright, I'm grabbing my flat mashers. I'm going to flatten this little puppy out and put some more glass on it. Now the reason I flattened it out was to make some room for the color I'm going to add, and when I do that it'll be easier to round it out after I've added these sides of color. Now the other side. Gather up a little more glass and whoosh, there we go. Another little bit there, and we'll heat this up and get ready to pull it into a twisted cane. Now when I pull the stringer into the twisty cane, I use a short section of cane to punty onto it with. You want to heat it first, and maybe flatten out the end to give a better pull. I'm going to grab onto the tip, and as I start to pull and run out of glass, I'm going to start heating here on the mandrel and feeding heat into the glass through the mandrel itself. So pay attention to that. I'm going to touch on. I'm not in the flame right now. I'm starting to twist slowly, letting the mandrel spin underneath my fingertips through the clutch, and then as it starts to come out, I'm letting some of the heat rise off the flame to keep it flowing, and then as I start to run out, I will move my position so that I am going to feed the back end of the glass and then the mandrel into the flame to start forcing the heat through and into the glass so that I can pull off all of the glass, or nearly all of it. And you can use the mandrel spinning action to get as tight as you want or as loose as you want with your pattern. Nice, regular, precise.